Hello, hello out there. Welcome. It's Rhonda Wade, and it is time for a lunch break with Rhonda. It is just the time of the day when I take a break from crazy life, busy work, and just take some time to get crafty with you. So today I have a project I'm very excited about. So when you're here, say hi. I'm going to try to chat along with you and follow along with you. And I'm going to put my do not disturb on. So hold on a second. It's on. I wonder why it's not working. Maybe because it's my husband. So they're like, you better answer him. All right, let me know when you're here. Today is a special Facebook Live. Well, they're all special. It's all taking the time to get crafty. It's all special. This one is, though, it is special because this is going to have a tutorial, directions. It's going to have, obviously, this video, and we're giving it to everybody for free. Most of you who know me know that I do a lot of classes, a lot of events, and I do a lot of tutorials. Anywhere from probably 8 to 12 every single month of full-blown classes, but they're paid for. There are a lot. I have some amazing customers that invest in this hobby with me, and so they get the directions sent to them and all of that. Well, this time I've created a project. I think it's really special, and I want everybody to be able to have it. So, but you do have to be on my email list. What I'm not doing is sending individual ones for the next month, right? Like you have to be on my email list. And so my entire email list will get this tutorial sent to you in your inbox. We'll be sending it out probably next Monday or over the weekend. We'll be sending it out to you. We'll probably send it out twice just in case you join a little bit later. So this is going to be a free project that we'll send to you in your email inbox. So you do have to be on my email list. If you're not sure, well, ask yourself, have you ever gotten emails from me? And if you are not getting emails from me, then there is in the description of this, and we'll leave it in a comment too, but in the description is a link to join that email list. So, and all my email subscribers, I'm so grateful for you. I do email about 2 to 3 times a week, and I'm usually emailing out reminders about things and also replays. So every Wednesday we do a Facebook Live. And so I always will email out. So that's a free video. We send the card pictures. And then also if I'm doing any events. And my events 90% of the time sell out, and they sell out to my email list. So I typically just email out my events, and they typically sell out. So my retreats, my stamp camps. If you're like, oh, I want to do your classes, well, my email list is where to be. So anyway, let's jump in. This is such an adorable project. I wanted to, and somebody might have made this before, but I don't know, but I made this from a kind of scratch. You should see my trash bin. I have about 6 of these that are thrown away because I kept not being quite just right. So I think I got it quite right for you yesterday when I was making it. These glasses are not being very good that I can see. Let's try these. Oh, much better. Jennifer, I will not need a supply list because I will be doing a full tutorial on it already. And the supplies are super simple. There's 1 pack of paper, 2 pieces of colors of cardstock, and 2 stamp pads. So it's really simple. But anyway, I wanted to be able to create a little gift-giving pouch that at first I wanted to be able to hold candy. And I was thinking about it for a project that I have coming up. But I wanted to be a little bit on the larger side because I wanted to be more like not just candy, but like a candy bar. I wanted to include like a package of gifts. And then I thought I really wanted to include some cards because that's what we do. I want to give some handmade cards to these people that I want to send. I have a group of they're actually moms that are a great support to me, and we do life together. And so I wanted to make it for them. With just like a little care package that I'm grateful for them. So anyway, so I started to create this. This is what I made. So then, and now I'm like, this is just a perfect card holder. So for us paper crafters, like we love to be able to, our cards are gifts. So we could actually make this, it probably would fit 6 cards, but I only have 4 in here. And I used 1 sheet of 12 by 12. Okay, so it opens up Obviously, you could use a Velcro dot. I didn't. I made it so it would like slip in to hold it in place. Isn't that so cool? Like slips in, and then to open it, it's like that, and then it holds. Right now, I have in here 4 cards that will match. Right, they all coordinate, and then 4 envelopes that we decorate too. So we have decorated envelopes. Okay. So tell me, do you guys want to see how to make this, right? And again, like I said in the beginning, if you want the directions, and I will send you the measurements, the directions, pictures, and also the template, you have to be on my email list. So that's the only way to get it from me. You might get it someplace else, but from me. All right, let's turn over to my hands. And we're going to jump in and get started. I did do a lot of the prep work, and I don't know if I'll make all 4 cards. And I do feel like there is like a glare. We'll see if that helps just a little. Oh, wait, let's go up this direction, see if this helps. We'll see. All right. We're just trying something a little bit different today. Okay, so these are all the card pieces, so we don't need those right now. I'm only going to do as many cards as I kind of find time for. Oh, goodness gracious, now it's like... So what we're going to do, what I'm featuring is the pack of paper. Now it's like dark. Okay, I'm featuring the pack of paper that is, I will tell you, lovely and beautiful. I've been using this I used it for the butterfly garden class that I did, right? And now I'm using it for today because it's one of my favorite packs of paper. You do need, to make the box, you do need a full sheet of cardstock, and this is petal pink. So that's what I would recommend. Obviously, you're going to pick any piece of cardstock that is going to be matching your designer series paper. To be honest with you, I'm using this paper just because it's a lot like my sample, but my favorite piece of paper out of this whole thing is this piece right here. This is my favorite piece of paper. I love the little tiny flowers, so love it. Let me show you what, I just created a class with this, and this is my Creating for Christ class. It's also the club. So the club for this month is closed, but you can still order just the class. So let me show you those projects. We did a sampler focusing on love, on God's love, and God's endless love. So we did it, see, it's my favorite piece, so I used it for the sampler. So this is the sampler. If you are a part of Creating for Christ, this is also for free on our Creating for Christ Facebook group. Not yet, but it will be there almost. And then, so part of this class, you get the pack of paper, and you're going to get the iridescent pearls, and then all the supplies to make the sampler. And then also, and you'll get all the print work. So this is print work from my computer, and we'll print that for you too. And then these are some of the cards that we'll make. Let's see if I can get them. Yeah, because it's shiny, so it gives a little glare. That's that shiny paper. Okay, definitely struggling with my lighting today. All right, this is my favorite card. I love this one. It's basic gray and fresh freesia. Krista asked, where did I purchased these from Amazon, and then I love them. I love them. It's how I store all my paper now. I love it because I keep everything to stay so nice. And then when the paper retires, we just pull it out, and then I'll just put a different label over it. We also keep the actual so I know what it's called, and it tells you what colors it coordinates with. So I just take that off of Stampin' Up. We also leave it in the back of there too. Anyway, here's some more of the cards that you'll make. This one is super fun, that big, huge heart. So we're using that Endless Love bundle, which is totally, these are not Valentine's Day, right? Like these are not Valentine's Day. They're just any time of year. And then, here's again, we're using that print work as well to make some beautiful cards. And here's this one. So this class is still available. I'll be emailing about this one probably today or tomorrow because the deadline is definitely approaching. It's too late to join the club, but you can definitely still get the class on its own. All right, so we are going to now dive into our project today. I think everybody's here and counted for. Definitely say hi when you are here. So last week, I want to thank you guys for being so gracious and so awesome to my daughter who filled in for me. I think she did a great job. Once she figured out how to get her camera going the right direction, which I'm telling you is harder than you think. It is definitely not easy. I'm wondering if I just do this. That's a little bit of a warmer tone, but maybe not quite as a glare. And you guys were so sweet to her, and her project was so cute. And I wanted her to kind of surprise me with her project, but she did show it to me first, and I was like, oh my gosh, Erica, I love it. So thank you she'll be doing more with me. She does a great job. She teaches a little bit different than me. She's so much more calm, and like she's so much more intentional. And you know me, I'm like buzzing through stuff, right? But Erica is a great teacher because she is learning too and has been learning, and she's a great teacher. All right, so thank you. She'll be popping in again, and we'll be doing things together as well. Okay, so you're going to start off with a piece of cardstock, and I'm using Petal Pink, and it's going to be 6 3/4 by 11. So it's already obviously at 11. So 6 3/4. So you have this little piece here that you don't need. And then you're going to do some scoring work. So the first thing you're going to do is score 1 inch down these two long sides. So 1 inch and 1 inch. And then you're going to turn the other direction and you're going to score it at 6 and 7. So, right? Super easy, pretty easy measurements. We'll cut our paper here in a second. Okay, so go ahead and take your bone folder and crease along those folds. Right. So I switched to a darker background, but that little switch feels like there's a glare. Maybe it's just me, but do you guys have a glare too? It's always getting the right lighting. I like a darker background sometimes, but I don't like the glare either. Okay, so now we're going to take our scissors and we're going to prep this. Now the one thing I want to do, and I'm going to actually do this on my cutter, is these are the 6-inch tabs, right? So here's a 6-inch tab here and there's a 4-inch tab here. So on the 6-inch tab on both sides, we want to cut out basically 2 inches. So I'm going to put that score mark here on the 1 inch mark. If I did it up here, you could probably see it better, but, and then we're just going to cut up to 2. You go to the 2 and you stop, and then we're going to just put that on there. I put on the 9 and we'll just cut it over. You could just trim that with scissors, but then it's not so good. So we're basically taking out just a little 2-inch marker at the top. You could do it this way too, so you guys can see it better if I do it this way. Maybe. All right, so put it on the 1 inch mark, go down. I'm going to stop on the 9 and then just slice that off. The paper trimmer just makes it so your cuts are nice and clean. Okay, so this is the kind of the template that you want. Our scissors to snip on these 1 inch mark here and there. Hi, Ruth. Here we go, here and there. So that's pretty simple. We're gonna wedgie this. I love that. I know they call it mitering, but I like calling it wedgie. You're gonna give it a wedgie. So just kind of wedgie those, the tabs, the two tabs. We're going to give those a wedgie. Here you go. Hello, Melissa. And thanks guys for joining me for my lunch break. Today's project is, if you haven't missed it, you'll see it now at the end, but it's a really cute holder that will hold cards and all kinds of gifts ideas, right? So next we're going to now we have to put adhesive on this, and on the kind of the outside part, I'm going to put, I brought tear tape to use because we're making boxes. I like to use tear tape. So there we go. I'm going to put tape down here. And then also on the other side. I'm just going to put a little piece over here just so it doesn't flop inside the box. I've learned that because I first did it, it kind of flopped a little bit. Okay, so over here, I put it all the way next to that edge. Tear tape is just important to kind of really rub it. Just rub it really pretty good there for you. And then I'll put a little bit. The tabs also kind of get in the way, so I like to put a little bit of adhesive on the tabs. All right, so let's pull off the backing. It's so funny. You haven't been watching me, but I literally take this and I just threw it. I don't know why I take it and I throw it. How come I can't? And so when I'm done, it's just my human nature. Why don't I just like take it and just set it someplace nicely? But if you could see, I like just toss them. Okay, I'm not sure why I do that. So we're just gonna take the part that has the adhesive. I'm gonna get those tabs kind of out of the way. So just put those tabs down. And then we're gonna glue this all together. All right, so there's our skeleton. This is kind of our holder, our skeleton. It's gonna get all covered up. So it's not, if it's not exactly perfect, it's okay too. It's gonna get covered up with all of our beautiful designer series paper. So this project, my mindset was I want you guys to really maximize your paper. So I'm taking, yes, throwing makes it so much more fun. I completely agree with you, Michelle. I love that you think so much like me sometimes. I'm going to cut this at 4 3/4. 4 3/4 and maybe a smidge, just a smidge, like a 1/16. I want it to not be short, so I just give it a little smidge. All right, so we're going to cut that. I'm also at one of the ends. I'm going to score at 1 inch. So score at 1 inch. Yeah. So this is 4 3/4 by 12. Score at 1 inch. You fold that over, and we're going to take our adhesive and we're going to glue down that flap like that. It's like I don't know, you can't even see the pattern on the paper. You know, something's like not right with my camera today. Look at, I don't know. Can you guys see the pattern? Oh, that's a little bit better. This is the pattern on the paper. And then there's like the peach. Yeah, I might have to go back to a different background. Okay, so that's what we got. Our next step is to, again, let's use green glue. You green glue lovers are gonna love this. So I would just add a little bit of our glue we're gonna glue this whole thing down. Whoopsie, whoops. I know. Here. Take that, and this is gonna get glued down to this bottom here. Perfect. All right. Rub it, rub it, rub it so it stays there. Okay. So good. Give it a good rub. It is, Nancy. Isn't it beautiful? It is. Okay. People always say, what's your favorite? What's your favorite? Or I always ask you, what's your favorite? It's hard to pick a favorite, but this one is definitely probably my favorite. My second is the lovely arrangements, which is that's the bundle we're using, by the way. This is the bundle I'm going to use today, the lovely arrangements. This is what I'm using in my winter retreat. If you have not signed up yet, I do still have boxes left. It's all beautiful, beautiful shades of blue. So I call it, escaping the winter blues, but the truth is it's all winter blues. We're using tons of shades of blue. All your gifts are all focused on, blossoms and blooming, but in blues. So I love it. So my winter retreat is shipping out in like a couple weeks or like a week and a half, 10 days. We're almost done with all the projects. So now we take the time to personalize everything. It is an undertaking. Takes us a month and a half to get ready for. So we've been working on it now since the very beginning of January. Hello, sweet friend, Susan. But this stamp set is what I'm using for today's project. Okay. So here's my ADD kicking in, right? Like next, you're going to take that same piece of paper and I'm going to cut a piece of that is 4 by 4 3/4. Okay. I'm also, while I have this, you're going to cut 2 more pieces that are 4. Well, by 5, do 5 1/4. And then by 4 and 4. These are going to be for cards that we are doing later. So since I have them out, this whole project, you just use 1 sheet of paper. 1 sheet. So 1 sheet of cardstock for the inside. Obviously the cards are more, but this is cool. So this was 4 by 4 3/4. So you're going to take that. Go ahead, use your green glue. Use whatever adhesive you want to. This, I would typically use tear and tape, but tear and tape just takes a little bit more time. So this will go on the front of our project, and you could flip it so that the other piece shows up, but I love this front piece. Look at these big, beautiful, gorgeous flowers. They are so pretty. So again, like put that down. We're going to rub, rub, rub. Not green glue. I know. This is so cute. This box is, again, it holds a lot. It can hold tons of different gift ideas, candy, socks, notepads, pen, makeup, you name it. Homemade, put homemade candy in there if you make whatever you make. Then I'm going to take one of my circle punches. This is my 1 3/4 inch circle punch, and punch that out. And now I have my little notch there that will show what I'm doing. Look at that. Isn't that so cool? And then this just folds down all from that 1 sheet. And I know so now what I am going to do so this stays down is along that edge, I'm just going to really fold it and kind of crease it nicely. So you really get a nice fold. And just do right along the edge of that. So that way it naturally just kind of, look at that now, it just kind of naturally stays in place there. There we go. All right. We can decorate this. But before we decorate this, I just want to show, okay, so now those other 2 pieces that you've had, you also have this whole strip left over. So I'm going to make some cards with all that paper. Let me go to, so here's the one that I already made. And this is a different piece, but it still has the big, beautiful, bold flowers. And then I made 4 other cards to go inside of that. So they're all beautiful, gorgeous cards. I'll show you a couple of them. I don't think we need to make all of them because they're just, I'll give you the tutorial that will show you all of the cards. But like this leftover strip I used to make these cards, and then the 2 4 by 5 1/4 inch pieces I used to make these other cards. Look at this one. Yeah, so, and this set of dies, this bundle, love it. I also have used this bundle a ton, but in shades of blue. So I wanted to use it in the shades of the pink and the petal pink and the coral. So I wanted to use it with more of our prettier colors too. So this one, I'm going to cut it down to, let's cut it down to 5. And I've got, let's see here. It's actually, we're going to cut it down to 4 3/4. And let's just do it by 1.5. But look, I got a big, pretty flower on there. So I have just a sheet of thick white, and I've got a couple whites, and I'll use this one for a different card. Okay, so let's glue down that beautiful stripe that I just had in my hand, and I stuck it. Maybe it's under here. There it is. Hello. All right. We'll put a strip on this down here. So it's really easy to make these cards to match the box. So how coordinatingly beautiful that you've done that. I also love vellum. I like the vellum, really softens everything up. So I think each project I used a piece of vellum. I've got my vellum over here. So these are some 2 3/8 inch circles. I'll get a couple of those out. All right. So this one, also in this set of dies, this set of dies has 2 very unique dies. This one, and then this one, you just run over the card and it just puts these really pretty like stars in the background, or these little ornaments, or whatever you call them, in the background of your card. But I love this bubble piece. And I don't want all of that bubbles. Those are a little bit too much bubbles. I just want the 4 bubbles. So I'm going to go, and I'm sure the technical term is not bubbles, but that is what I'm calling it. So I'm just going to go and kind of snip these off. And then on the next card, I'm going to do a row of just 2 bubbles. But I do need to go in. I learned when I make the snip on the one, you got to kind of fix the snip on the other. So just round them off so it looks like it was meant to be that way. So that's very beneficial. You can make these all kinds of sizes, and they're a perfect little accent. So again, fun set of dies that you get the flowers, you get leaves, you get labels, and then you get these 2 very unique dies that we don't have in any other case. By the way, this is how I store my dies. I've been happy with it. I tuck the flap in, I guess because I just am too, I don't want to say lazy. I'm not lazy at all. I'm too impatient to take it on off each time. Put it on a magnetic sheet, and then they slide in and slide out. So, and I love the big bold of what it is. So I love our new pockets and just getting used to them. This is where I've been falling in on how to store my dies. Okay, so we have those dots. Let's just we'll put a vellum circle on there somewhere. I'll put a little bit of adhesive on the 4 corner dots. Bubbles. I like bubbles so much better. Bubbles make me happy. So we'll put the bubbles on there. I did go ahead and the whole point of you watching this was to learn how to make the box, really. The cards are simple. I ran through some of the flowers, and there's like a little half flower, and I stamped it in petal pink. And then I did some of those, and then there's a full flower right there. I am going to take some Wink of Stella and just go ahead and add, Wink of Stella also kind of blends the ink that is already on there. So I'm not putting a ton. I just want to kind of blend the petal pink that's already on there. And then heck, if I'm blending it, why not add a little bit of sparkle? Shimmer, not really sparkle. It's more of a shimmer. And because I really want to still keep the crisp, clean look to it, but just add, it kind of just blends a little bit of the ink that's already on there. There you go. So we did that. We're going to add that with a couple of these dimensionals, pop-ups. One of the best things about this bundle that I really love, I'm going to glue this down to the, piece of petal pink. So pretty. This colors together. Here's our card, 5.5 by 8.5. So now we get to do three more steps. One is the words. So one of the things I love about this is look at all of these sayings, and I love them all. They are all super awesome. And there are two sets of I get some scrap paper. Where's some scrap paper? You'd think I'd have a million sheets of scrap paper around here, which I'm sure I do. Here we go. There are dies that you can do that will be both of these. I'm going to do the thank you, sending smiles. Oh, I really like that. I'm going to do you are so lovely. We're going to do a skinny one. You are so lovely. We're going to stamp that with Calypso Coral. There is a die in there that's really skinny too. I probably should just do that, but we're going to stamp it on a scrap piece of paper. Trim that out. This might be too long, so no, it's okay. We'll do it that way. All right. Close my stamp pad. Oh, so she's the second demo she's seen with this. This paper and this set of dies and stamps are not in a suite together. I like them together, but you have to buy them separately. It's not like in a whole suite. And the last thing I'm going to add to this is two things, dots, and definitely one of my top dots for sure is the pearlized faceted circles. And I've used them with red, coral, pinks. Like you can use them with all of the colors. One of the pearlized are just iridescent, so you can use it with any single color that you want to. And I'm just going to sprinkle some of those on. One of my other favorite twines is this gold and white twine. It came from a Christmas suite. Don't miss it. It's not just Christmas. I use it and it is so pretty. It just gives a little bit of sparkle, which will also be just a little bit of that shimmer. So I cut long enough so that I could do a double bow. All right, I'm not going to make all the cards today. I want to show you how to decorate the front of this, and I'm just going to show you the cards. Again, my email list, I'm going to send you the full tutorial of all of it. So just make sure that you're on my email list. We are not sending out individual emails. I love you. I love you guys all so much, but you realize how much time that takes, and I definitely do not have time. So you have to be on my email list in order to get it. Okay, so added that bow. And that will go. I got all kinds of stuff going on here, don't I? We got lots and lots of stuff going on. Okay, so there's card number 1 using It's kind of straight. Not using those same exact products that will match our box and holder. I'm going to show you. This is so not straight. I'm not sure what I was thinking. I've got glasses on, which I need to see. I need to see glasses for words, but it distorts like other things. So there you go. That's much, much, much better. So here's our card. You can see it up close. If you can see the shimmer on the flower or not, but love it. So these are the other cards that I made. Here's that card, same card. This one I colored in the flower with some blends and stamped it with Calypso Coral, but it's the same, it's kind of the same concept, just a little bit different. Then these are, I told you I cut off two of that paper. What's left over are 4 by 5 1/4, and then same exact pieces. Like, so these 3 bubbles I used here. Then I took the other 3 bubbles and you 3 bubbles used in there. Yeah, that is, and that's that one. Ruth said, how to get on your email list. In this description is the link that says join my email list. So go ahead and click that and you'll just add your email to it. And then the last card is, so those 2 sets of bubbles that you cut off, those are what will go here. And the paper that you have left over, this is a piece that you would have left over, I used for the designer series paper. So anyway, all of these are just using the same supply. So these will be what will go into your box. So here's our box. It's also fit to hold envelopes, right? We don't want any, but look, they all fit in there nicely. That's 5 cards right there. So, and then of course our envelopes. So I did take another piece of paper and decorated our envelope flap. So now we have all of it fits so very nicely. So once we do that, now we need to decorate the front. And I am decorating the front kind of specifically because I want you to see, I want it to tuck behind there, just like that. So let me show you how to do that. So I took one of the flowers, the bigger flower, and along the bottom, you're going to take dimensionals. I'm going to put 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. So along, I don't know if there is like a top and a bottom, but you're going to take and you're going to put 3 dimensionals. Leave the top so it's empty. Thank you. I know I love this project too. So now you're going to bring this down where you want it to be, and then you're going to nestle the dimensionals there. So it's going to hold it in place, but not glue it down. So this should tuck right there and stay in place. It'll stay better once you add all the other pieces to it. Okay. So next up, I'm going to have some more bubbles. Let's see, how many bubbles? Let's do 4. We'll do 4 rows of bubbles again. We'll do 4 rows of bubbles. And I did these in Calypso Coral. The sample one will have petal pink. But I wanted this Calypso Coral will jump off more. Okay, this one I'm only going to do 3 bubbles. I put the 1 dimensional maybe a little bit too far over. So we're going to make it 3 bubbles. You don't want to put any adhesive down here at the bottom, but on, the second to last bubble row and then the top bubble row, we're going to glue that down. It kind of tucks right there. I'm going to take a vellum circle. We'll put that there. I have a little bit of a smaller flower that we're going to tuck in, and you can kind of decorate this however you think it looks right. So I'm going to take this, you can put down all the way to the top. The only one, you just don't want any more adhesive to hang over. Well, my sweet dimensionals, where did you run off to? I just used, it's upside down, so didn't see it. Thank you, Kelly. I'm so glad you guys love this project. I do too. And it is very, very useful for all of us that make cards. Hello, do any of you make cards? Like, we all make cards. And sometimes, like, we love to make cards, and like, what do we do with all these cards? Well, let's give them as gifts. Let's give them as gifts to people. I think giving them as gifts is really, I'm not going to put that down yet. I'm going to put my words. So this label is from the bundle. So all of this is from this bundle. So if you don't have this bundle yet, you want to order it. If you're taking the winter retreat with me, if you're not, sign up for it. But we use this bundle too. So I'll give you lots of reasons to want and own this bundle. To me, the sending smiles is perfect, because why do we make cards? Like, we make cards to send smiles. When we can't see somebody, we can still send a smile and send our love by our cards. So I think this sending smiles is a perfect thing for here. So now I want to put this down so that I can position that other piece right where I want it to be. So sending smiles. Now this, I want to just kind of hang over there. There we go. So there's our decorating of the front of our, and again, this should, look at that, it slides out. You got all your cards inside that coordinate, and then this will just slide under. So you don't have to, Velcro it or glue it, or it should just stay in there pretty good. Now, last but not least, these, you got to add these these gems are so perfect for this project. So we're just going to add, I'm going to do all the big ones because it's the front. We'll put that one right there. Okay. All right, I'm going to bring you back up here to my face so I can see you. Here was today's project. If you're seeing it all together, here is another version, which is pretty much the same. I just used, it's a different piece of paper. I used a little bit more petal pink on that one, right? But here, and then the back side, so when you open this one, the back side is Calypso Coral. This one we made today is, the back side is that petal pink. But we made the box, and then this is 5 cards. It's about the max I put in, it'd be 5. We made 1 card today. The other ones are so simple. They're all kind of made the same concept. So here's the deal. If you love this project, I love it too. And maybe you joined in late, I will send you this tutorial for free. I don't typically do free tutorials. Most of you guys know that. I do a lot of classes, and people pay a lot of money, and well, they pay money and invest in it. And so they're the ones who I send that tutorial to. But this one I did want to share with you. It's the month of love, right? We're spreading love, we're sending smiles. And so I will send you this tutorial if you're on my email list. So that's important, and only because I cannot send out individual emails. It would take hours and hours and hours. But we will send this out probably on Sunday with this replay as well. So you'll get the replay. Don't forget too that Stamp Up announced a new product of the month. And if you spend over $75, you can pick it for $5. I'll be showing that next week. I don't have mine in yet, so I couldn't show it today, but I'll be showing it next week to you. All right, thank you so much for being here. Again, if you love this, it was a free project. You can share this to your friends, share it to your crafty community. If you have a sister or a neighbor or a friend that loves to create, you can go ahead and share this video to them. Because it's a fun project that we could use, especially with Valentine's Day coming up next week. All right, have a great rest of your day. Thank you for being here on my lunch break with Rhonda. I will see you next week for sure. Bye-bye.